Look, I thought we played our hand very early in that match. You look at the starting lineup, you look 5 defenders, you look at MAMELODI, you're like, If you know how MAMELODI has been used by both Coach Nabi, by both Coach Cedric and Coach Khalil, you would know that Kaizer Chiefs is going into a defensive mode. You would know that Kaizer Chiefs is not planning to attack most of the time. They are planning to just sit back, absorb the pressure, and maybe try and hit on the break. And that's what happened. I think that's what happened. I think you look at the first half. I think first half, both teams were still, I think they were still in the changing rooms. I don't know what happened. I do not understand or know what happened. Both teams were still in the dressing room. The 45 minutes, Kaizer Chiefs, this is like the second game in 2 weeks that it happened. That the first 45 minutes, they just give it up. Like, they don't attack, they don't do anything. They're just like, okay, in the second half. Look, most people will try and say, okay, maybe Coach Cruz is because both his strikers were injured or were not match fit, so we have a left back crisis. I mean, all these things we should have known before the season started. We haven't bought a left back. Singer has been injured, I don't know for how long. Our only reliable, fully fit left back was Quinica. McCarthy would swap in at times and play that position, but those two were the only 2 people that we played, and we've sold one. I left with one. So I don't understand how Kaizer Chiefs management or coaches, whoever is in charge, did not see that we've got a crisis at left back. Marco has not been fit, and when even he is fit, he doesn't look like a Kaizer Chiefs player. He's lost all quality whatsoever. Let's move on. So, the first half, both teams were stuck. I don't know, in the dressing room. MAMELODI Sundowns, people will say, maybe we're missing Mukwena, we're still missing Copido. Fine, I get it. But, guys, the people that were in the stadium, they paid big bucks, 100 rand for a ticket. To go and watch that? To go and watch, like, what was that? The first 45 minutes, like, anyways, then the second half started. Then Chiefs, again, for the second game in a row, not in a row, yeah. I don't know what Coach Cruz has or was saying to them. It works. Again, Kaizer Chiefs come flying in the second half. They come flying in the second half. They go on the press. They attack on MAMELODI Sundowns. We've got chances. And finally, it works hard from a moment of brilliance from NDLOVU, taking on 3 players and finally getting a ricochet to PHILI, who slaughters the ball into the back of the net. Kaizer Chiefs are 1-0 up. We're like, you know what? The calabash is brewing. The calabash is in. We have hope. We're gonna beat it today. And then Brendan Peterson decides to come for a ball. That wasn't easy to begin with. I remember listening to I remember listening to Ben Foster and Coach Watto, former Southampton goalkeeper coach, set-piece coach, former England set-piece coach, goalkeeper coach. He said, rule number 1 of a goalkeeper, never go for a ball if you don't think you're going to make it. Never go for a ball you don't think. If you are going for a ball, you must make sure that you get it. Whether you hit a few heads along the way, but the matter of the fact is you must get the ball. He didn't. He went out and, guys, Cassius is not one of the tallest players in the game or on the field. There's no way. There's no way. Look, I'm gonna speak about it. I'm not afraid. Kunika should have gotten a red card. That was dangerous, and that shouldn't belong in our games. That doesn't belong to a games. In the same breath, I would say, is it Allende on Cheslet? Is it Allende? I stand to be corrected. But there was a player as well on Cheslet, and the referee played a play on, and Kaizer Chiefs were in attack mode. But if you look at that foul as well, he also should have been in the field. So that's 2 red cards that were supposed to be bigger. And they were, and this we are speaking about a World Cup referee. Tom. Both his assistants missed those 2. Those were supposed to be 2 red cards. Now I get by it fatlo. There were supposed to be 2 red cards. Dangerous play. Could have had an opponent. Could have been out for months because of injury. Look, what do we learn from the game? We learned that Kaizer Chiefs, if they want to attack, this is my own opinion. You let me know. If they want to attack, they are dangerous. Look, Batman and PHILI, they look dangerous, but they need the supplier. They need supplier. They need they need Cheslet. They need that number 10. Maybe Mdu, but Mdu, I don't like him there. They need someone to supply them. Batman has looked very, very lively Kaizer Chiefs so far in his early life. And I remember saying this is his season now to shine, because last season it was Tabatabudi clearance, and once the clearance was out, he needed to get up to yeah. And I said this season, he must just show us what he's made of. And so far, so good. So far, so good. So now I stand as a plea to Coach Cruz and his technical team. Let us not defend. We've got the personnel to go and attack teams. From the word go, we can go and attack. And we look dangerous. Yes, we don't have a striker at the moment. But PHILI, Batman, Velabayo, Velagazi, Cheslet, Ungobo, we've got the attacking players. Lastly, before I leave. But guys, let me know what you think as well. Let me know. Let me have your comments. Let's have a conversation. And what did you think of the game? I might be wrong. Let me know. Mutet. Ox. Nyombos. I don't know why NDLOVU was given man of the match. Maybe because of the dribbling that he did when past 3 players. I would have given it to Ox. And I know a lot of people are not going to agree with me, but I would have given it to Ox. I would have given it to Muteta, man of the match. Guys, Muteta on the day was exceptional. Yes. I know people are going to say, Mojere, how can you say that? He lost so many balls. Yes, he lost so many balls. Yes, I agree with you. But what is Muteta's primary role? What is the CDM's primary role? We'll come to a modern CDM. But what is his primary role? Is to break down attacks. Is to break down attacks, is to win balls, is to cover for the back four. And I think he did that exceptionally on Saturday. The only problem, Yamuteto, and I think Kaizer Chiefs, I don't know, man, maybe they need, I don't know what's going on in training, but his only problem is passing, and not passing, like, he can't, I don't know, for some way, like, that's what I said on my live video. I said, Muteta's supposed to have someone, when Muteta wins the ball, someone must be next to him or close to him. He can pass a short pass. But he played a beautiful cross over ball to Velagazi. He almost scored. But anyways, that is one, like, in his game that he needs to work. But Muteta is not for that. Muteta is to break down the opponent. Muteta is to break down attacks. Muteta is to defend and protect the back four, and which I think he did exceptional. And I think that is why Coach Cruz is sticking with him, because he can see that his work rate, he can see the work that he wants him to do. Look, to go forward, we've got players. We've got Umabowe, we've got Cheslet, as I said. We've got Batman, PHILI, Velabayo. We've got all those players that can play a forward pass. Ngoba is not, Muteta, sorry, is not for that. He's here to break the ball. But in any case, a dull game in the first half and a better second half. For me, it could have been done better. It could have been better. But it wasn't up for the standards that we've set as supporters' expectations of previous games. I said the last thing. This is the last thing I promise you I'm going to do. We need to hold whoever is in charge of the Bedway Premiership fixtures accountable for 3 seasons in a row, putting MAMELODI SUNDOWNS and Kaizer Chiefs as the 3rd game of the league. It's unacceptable. The players are still coming from injury. Some of them are still coming from holiday. They wanted there was a World Cup. The teams have not yet gelled yet. That is why Rena as supporters, paying supporters, or we're all paying. Whether you're watching on TV or you're watching in the stadium, we're all paying. We're being denied a spectacular football of game, a beautiful game because a game is now being played 3 games in. or 4 games in, whatever you want to look at it. So whoever is in charge needs to be accountable. You cannot have that. But you look at the game of MAMELODI SUNDOWNS and Orlando Pirates. Both fixtures, by the way, they're going to play next season. Not next season, sorry. Next year. Something to think about. Remember, like, share, and subscribe, guys. Let me know what you think, man. I'm just an ordinary guy discussing the beautiful game, and I also want your opinions. What did you make of the game on Saturdays? And yeah, let us know what you make. Let us know, man. This has been your boy Mojere on Amakosi Corner on the Soccer Huddle, and until we meet again, Amakosi Amahle.